Okay, welcome. So today I just wanted to offer some reflections about the new promo about our film, about boarding school, trauma, and our leaders. And yeah, some updates. Okay, so in 2 days' time, there will be the promo, the trailer, which is about 9 to 10 minutes long. It's going to be released, which is basically the introduction to the new documentary that we've been making for the last 18 months or so. And that will go live on Friday, hopefully. That's the intention at the moment, but things might change. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link here, and I'll do another video on Friday just to introduce that. But this has been about 18 months, and so far it's all been self-financed. So it's been myself, Ben, the director, who was involved in Tawai and also in Time of the Sixth Son. He was also involved in One Giant Leap, which was a film with Faithless in the noughties. And the plan is, and there's also Simon Hinckley, who was involved in the BBC since the 60s, so he's the producer. So the three of us have been self-financing. So we've now got to the point that we are asking for people to support us. If you can't support us financially, then please share this film, share this promo. We want to really get it out as far as possible, because the idea with this is to make it's a movement. It's like, how do we change the system, boarding school, but also things like mandatory sexual reporting. It's still not mandatory in this country. We want to, campaign to make sure that this happens. There's organisations which are involved in it, Mandate Now, but a year after ICSA finished the reporting, it's still not mandatory for sexual reporting to happen. UK is one of the few countries in the world that doesn't have that. So, we're seeing this as a movement. So what's the film about? So the film is about asking this question, if our leaders are traumatized, how might that impact the rest of the world? And what's the trauma we're suggesting? It's boarding school. So many of our global leaders, and especially based in the UK and the US, have been to boarding school. So David Cameron went age 7. He lost a stone in weight within 3 months in one term. If you put that into context, that's about a third to a quarter of his body weight. Richard Branson, he was sexually abused. He attempted suicide age 12 or 13. And these types of things. Boris Johnson, there was a lot of sexual abuse and again neglect, very poor food in his boarding school, Ashdown House. And Winchester, there was sexual abuse where Rishi Sunak. So there's so many of our leaders who have been to boarding school from a young age, and we're asking in this promo, what's the impact on the rest of us? And I was listening to Joy Shavrin speak last night, and she's saying that when we learn to dissociate from the vulnerable inside of us, as we do, we learn to suppress our emotions. We therefore can't take care of the vulnerable in society if we're in positions of power. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. So it's to open this discussion up. What might the impact be? And so in the promo, we've got Gabor Mate. We interviewed Gabor Mate, as many of you will know. Nick Duffel, Joy Shavrin, Alex Renton, Martin Lloyd Elliott, who's a chartered psychologist who works with leaders a lot. We've got Suzanne Zedike, and we've got many others who we've interviewed. Ex-boarders, also Dino Nocivelli, although he's not in the promo, he will be in the full film. He is a leading child sexual abuse lawyer. So, yeah, what other things? Here is, it's just, please share it. Please share it on social media. Get this message out there as much as possible. So I will put it live and then give feedback. What do you think? That would be wonderful. So yeah, thank you so much for your support. We really can't do this without your help. We could go to BBC or Channel 4, but the people who run them are ex-boarders. You know, what's the chance of them actually purchasing it and then never showing it? Or if they do, they show it once. We want to do it independently. We want to, you know, do similar to what Maurizio Benazzo did with his wife, Patricia. I think it's Patricia, with the wisdom of trauma, you know, putting it out there independently. So, you know, people would be able to see it. So thank you. Yeah, I feel excited and some nerves about this. It's been 18 months, and on the promo I share some of my story, my sexual abuse and the loss of friends and things like that. So it's been challenging to make, and I'll go into more depth. Maybe I'll do another video tomorrow. So bless you. Thank you so much for your support. Take care.